Take a breath. If this is your favorite SMG or one of your favorites, I apologize in advance. If you love it, you do you, always do you, but I have a ton of issues with it. To me, they're obvious issues. I'm going to explore those. I'm going to fully go through why. Now, I'm not here to convince you that it's great or it's trash. It's just that, to me, things don't line up. Even with the best 5 out of 5 that it has to offer, which I have that and more, I'm never using it past this review. But before we get into those reasons, thanks Crucial for sponsoring this video. For 25 years, Crucial's been able to connect millions of customers to the innovation and technology that Micron has been perfecting for more than 4 decades. They have a super cool, easy-to-use tool, the Crucial System Scanner. The Crucial System Scanner is trusted by millions of users to safely scan their computer, see what's on the inside, and then the tool provides guaranteed compatible memory and storage options automatically. It's super easy. You go to the website, there's a link down below, and to get that new PC feeling, you run the free system scan, and in minutes, you have your compatible memory and storage for your build. And this scan does not access personal data. It doesn't install anything on your computer. And I love that it's just all right there. And once you see your upgrades, it's awesome. They have a step-by-step guide to show you how to replace your RAM, your SSD. And looking at your scan, upgrading your PC is just as easy. Crucial offers the widest selection of memory and storage for your computer. You browse the options, the SSD upgrades, there's even a max out all option. Gamer, professional use, doesn't matter. High-speed performance is important and Crucial gets you there. The tool does all the work for you with guaranteed compatibility. Crucial is a memory storage expert. They have your back. They're one of the largest memory manufacturers in the world. You're gonna notice the quality and expertise. Super easy to do, very cool tool. It's free. Click the link in the description to try the Crucial Scanner and get 15% off of all Crucial products with my code CoolGuy15. Thanks again to Crucial. Don't miss out on this amazing deal that they have for us. Pizzicato-22 is an adaptive 900 RPM SMG, and let me repeat that, an adaptive 900 RPM SMG. So there's 2 options for the 900s, the adaptives and the popular lightweights. Submission, Multi-Mach, Funnel Web, Callus Mini Tool, out of bounds. There's another Suros Adaptive 900, the Iron Banner's Void Hero's Burden. And I didn't cover that SMG. It has a couple saving things. It's got Kill Clip, it's got Iron Reach, it's got Repulsor Brace for PvE, right? But it's void, like the Funnel Web exists. And I'm gonna talk about PvE later on with this SMG. So Crucible-wise, the Burden had Kill Clip, again, Iron Reach. I do not see that SMG being used at all, anywhere, PvE or the Crucible. I didn't cover it because I didn't like it. I had other content to do, and it really wasn't worth my time to cover it. So consider this video the Hero's Burden review as well. Pizzicato-22 is a world random drop. You can get it from a random umbral, maybe after a match, a strike, a gunsmith rank up, or you can focus the Suros weapons at the seasonal screen. And as you can see, boom, back to back, they're there. So if you do want this thing, this is the best way to get it. The role that you're gonna be seeing throughout this review is gonna be this one right here. Range Masterwork, Hammer Forged Rifling, Ricochet Rounds, Perpetual Motion, Rangefinder. It's pretty good. Some might say the best. Maybe added on top, you would do full bore instead of hammer forged. And some sprinkled in gameplay, we have extended barrel, ricochet rounds, fragile focus rangefinder. So since this is an adaptive, there's a trade-off that's inserted between an adaptive 900 and a lightweight 900. That trade-off, right off the rip, is not worth it, at least to me. I'm gonna break it down as I go. For some of you, it might be eye-opening. The Pizzicato, the adaptive 900s, they're frauds. The first big thing, very simple, is the damage. In the Crucible, the adaptive 900s deal 17 to the head, 12 to the body, and note, this is on the bad side of a round. It's like 16.6, 16.7, rounded to 17, and then for the body, it's like 11.7, 11.8, rounded up to 12. The lightweights deal 19 to the head, 11 to the body, but they're on the good side of the round. It's closer to the natural number shown. And this is initially where adaptives start to lose me. It's gonna get worse. Both fire at 900 RPM. Lightweights have 2 more crit damage, and at 900 RPM, that starts to add up quick. This translates to the second thing, the time to kill. Now, here's a breakdown. I'm gonna show it on screen. And what I wanna drive home here, forget about the damage for a second. Doesn't matter what they do. Think about the bullet time to kill for a 900 in relation to range. So Pizzicato right here, the adaptives have a 0.8 TTK base, 13 bullets, 11 headshots, 2 body, 13 total. The lightweights, a 0.67, 11 bullets, 10 head, and 1 body. Both shoot at 900 RPM. And with the lightweight, you could do a 13 bullet kill that is 8 crit, 5 body for a 0.8. Like, do you see it yet? Or you can do 11 crit, 2 body with an adaptive. But moving on. Ease of use, as far as TTK, it's the lightweight. Does more damage, and it's got a crushing TTK. So the third thing, there must be a trade-off, right? Let's talk about that trade-off. How they balanced this. The difference, the adaptives have a higher starting base range, sometimes stability and reload. So like on average, it has 10 to 13 more base range than a lightweight, 20 more reload on average than a lightweight. And that adaptive frame is a well-rounded grip, reliable and sturdy. The lightweights have one of the best natural frames in the game to use. Move faster while equipped, superb handling. It's just a ton better. So at this point, if you're using an adaptive, you don't have the lightweight bonus, which is a big deal about these SMGs at 900 RPM. It takes 2 more bullets to kill. It does less damage. It's still shooting at 900 RPM, but like a little nerfed version of it. They both operate in the same exact range. We have that bullet TTK on the screen, the 11 bullet kill, 0.67. We start getting slower, 0.86, 0.93, 1.06, 1.2. So it has to be that range, right? Range and stability, keeping on your target at a little bit further of a distance. Let's tie it all together. Something you need to realize is actually kind of beautiful. There's going to be varying ending range values for the end of a range band, but we'll take mine. It's a perfect example. It's a 5 out of 5 roll. Best you can get without full bore. The range masterwork, hammer forge, ricochet, rangefinder, 22.5 meters. With full bore, it's 23.19. So 22.5, that is the max range it deals its max damage of 17. After that point, it starts doing 16, and that 0.8 gets slower. 0.86, 0.93, you get it. But you're trying to achieve a 0.8 TTK. You ready for it? My other weapon equipped right here is the out of bounds. It has 19 less range, but it has rangefinder too. It's a lightweight frame. So the point in which it deals its max damage of 17, then drops to 16 is at 22.5. So at this point, let's just switch to the lightweight out of bounds. In a shocking turn of events, it's dealing 17 as well. Meaning, it's got the same TTK in its fall off, except it's keeping 17 damage when the adaptive already dropped to 16, meaning that its base 0.8 has already dropped to 0.86, and you start getting into waters you shouldn't be in with an SMG. And while it does have 1 more body damage, the 2 more damage to the crit on a lightweight goes further. Same TTK on a bullet time to kill. So you work putting all that range into Pizzicato, into the burden with Iron Reach. Its best base TTK is 0.8, and what you're banking on is dueling at 22, 23, 24, 25 meters. And that TTK just keeps tanking and tanking past 0.8, 0.93. 1 second, it starts getting really crushed by a hand cannon and other weapons. And SMGs are pretty easy to use. So much so that they pushed auto rifles like out of the game, like out of a roll. Most of them at least. So I looked at this very analytically. When I put on my multi-mock, just on a pure feel, it's night and day. Like the Pizzicato, the burden, even with kill clip, it isn't doing this. Not as fast, not as fluent, not as clean. Doesn't feel as good. It's just slower. It's like a watered down, nerfed version of a lightweight. And when you take into account the range that you want to use the adaptive in, I've already shown the lightweights with fall off are hitting the same exact damage numbers for the bullet TTK of a 0.8. But they have the opportunity to do it faster and easier when you're in that sweet spot of 12 to 20 meters as the SMG space should be. It's like, yeah, say you have really good stability and range on rangefinder Pizzicato or burden, hitting 15s and 16s at 23, 24, 25 meters. Like you're going for a 0.9 1 second TTK right there. Good luck. So yes, I stand by the title of the video. The adaptives are worthless to me. Like I said, even if it's a laser beam, because you're working with a base 0.8 TTK, low damage, and because it doesn't have that damage, it doesn't work well in that 22, 23 meter range that you're trying to make it work in. And on the flip, the lightweights aren't hard to use. It reminds me of the situation we were in 2 to 3 years ago, a little parallel. Remember when lightweight hand cannons and adaptive hand cannons had a range cap, like 32 meters, we'll just throw that out there. You could put as much range as you wanted on either of them, it's gonna cap at 32. The only thing that got past that was rangefinder. So a spare rations was 150 RPM with the lightweight frame, it shot faster than the adaptive Austringer. They were both a 3 crit, 3 headshots. It was simple. It's the better frame, it shoots faster, it kills faster, they require the same amount to kill. So the 140s didn't really get used. There's no point. So this situation is same but different. They share the same rate of fire, but one has a higher crit, a better frame. It kills faster in the same space. It's a no-brainer to me. Now, as far as PvE, usually when you go into PvE with an SMG, it's build designed. Funnel Web, Terabah, Submission, maybe Mida Mini Incandescent, Huckleberry Rampage. It's themed. It's the same deal as far as its damage. The lightweights crit for more, and wait for it, if you're interested in the body damage, it's dealing a whopping 75 more. So yeah, consider this the Hero's Burden review as well. I don't get hyped for these. I pretty much despise these and think that they're worthless. When you look at the perk combination, it has things like Ambitious Assassin, Demolitionist. There's Osmosis. There's Kill Clip and PvP, but I can point you in a direction, multiple directions, that's gonna be better than this. They're not in a good spot. If it feels great to you, that might be a little bit different, but just know other SMGs can do this a lot better. I went through a lot today, and all the clips that were seen with Pizzicato, if I had multi-mock there, submission there, It would have done the same exact thing, but it would have done it better. It would have done it faster. Would have been more efficient. If it's your favorite gun, maybe it's a tad bit easier to control for you, you do you. But I feel it's a disadvantage everywhere across the game, especially when using it over another 900 RPM, lightweight. I don't see a place for it, and even Suro Synergy doesn't save that 0.8 base SMG TTK. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Let's talk about Pizzicato down below. What do you think about it? And again, sorry if it's your jam. I just wanted to show you exactly what I see with them, and past this review, I'm not using it. I don't see a point to. If it feels good to you, if you're doing well with it, of course, use it. Let's talk about the rolls down below and your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.